Microphone check, 1, 2. Make sure that signal's coming in properly. Hey, Crypto Hop here, coming at you guys. Thanks for checking in. I always appreciate it, like always. You know, now that I have this affiliate marketing link on my page here, Definitive Exchange, Decentralized Finance Exchange, I want to make sure that I did my own research, just like I recommend that you guys do. Do your own research. Anytime a YouTuber or any other person discloses some information that you might be interested in, there's such a wealth of information available out there that you can do your own research and come up to your own conclusion and just protect yourself. Not financial advice, by the way. Talk about the Definitive Exchange. Now, I went and did a deep dive on it, and they do have a white paper. And mind you, this is a company. Definitive is a hybrid model with some decentralized and some centralized when we're talking about the order books and accessing liquidity and stuff like that. So here's what I came up with. What's the difference? Let's define this real quick. This is the Definitive Exchange we're talking about. So, Centralized Exchange. So when you CEX, that means it's something like Coinbase, for example. It's completely centralized. When you deposit money into Coinbase, they hold your keys, they hold your money. They actually can do whatever they want with the money that you deposit in there, just like a bank. Okay, so centralized, a platform where a single entity, company or organization runs the matching engine, keeps custody of users' funds, manages the order book, and often handles the fiat to crypto conversions. The custody is taken by the platform. There is counterparty risk. You're trusting the exchange. Sometimes the network goes down and your funds are locked up. And it has happened multiple times before. Historically, it's easier for beginners, high liquidity, it's user friendly, fiat on ramp. So it's fine. I mean, honestly, I've come to a conclusion with so much scams out there and things like this, it's not a bad idea when you first get started. And I do recommend this. Get an exchange that is centralized, for example, like Coinbase. They control your coins and everything. There is customer service, so if you do run into a problem, you can speak to a person. So that's that. Decentralized, the DEX. It is a platform protocol built on a blockchain that no human being has control of. Peer to peer. This is why banks hate this. This is kind of scary for banks because there is no middleman. Completely decentralized is just peer to peer, just like a garage sale. Or if you post something on Facebook Marketplace, to where somebody comes over, you shake their hand, exchange money. Users maintain control of their own wallets and keys. No central entity matching orders. In many cases, non-custodial. You connect your wallet and trade directly. Okay. Advantages: more control over the funds, less single point failure. In theory, it is actually true. More permissionless. Some of the drawbacks: lower liquidity could happen, more complex UI, regulatory gray area, sure, smart contract risk. Okay, now so look up the risk of smart contract. The risks are actually lower in terms of what I have seen. Okay, decentralized finance, right here, boom. Broader term: financial services, lending, borrowing, trading, derivatives. Okay, there's a bunch of different services within the DeFi. This is the question that I'm asking: is Definitive completely decentralized or is it centralized? What we came up with, it's a hybrid. I know some people think it's completely decentralized. There are some aspects and components where it is a peer-to-peer exchange on a blockchain. With Definitive, there is actually some centralized matching engine of off-chain order books, but this is only with some projects. It's not with all of them. There are some of them that are completely decentralized. Okay, does a platform ever take custody of your assets, even temporarily? What I found is that when they provide liquidity to make trades go through, yes. This is a positive thing. This is an example of a centralized type functioning exchange mechanism that does take control of some of their users, let's say tokens or coins, to provide transactions to go through, which is okay. Okay. Where centralized or hybrid features appear. Okay, now, though Definitive claims non-custody, the fact they mention off-chain PMMs, private market makers, means part of the liquidity or exchange path might not be purely on-chain. You can see this, though, on the code. That suggests a hybrid structure. Some centralized elements. That's the conclusion that we came up with. I like it. I like the security of some of it being centralized, so you can actually, if something goes wrong, you do have some level of support. Okay. The use of institutional features, role-based access control over order flow masking, advanced order types like TWAP, implies layers of centralized control or orchestration in the execution movement. This stuff is complicated. The term of service shows its company, Definitive Finance, with user agreements, which is more typical of a platform under regulatory centralized structures. Some regulation is good, people. It just is for various different reasons. On-chain transparency. Now, here's a chart. Let's look at how this works out here. Non-custodial custody model. The white paper claims to be yes. This is the definitive white paper. On-chain execution of trades via smart contracts. Mostly yes. Routing via DEXs and liquidity pools identified. So it's transparent. All this stuff's transparent. Full code-based, publicity, open source, and audited. Partially yes. Audits claim, but full code visibility unclear. I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure you can find it. No off-chain matching or hidden order books. Possibly off-chain liquidity PMMs involved, which indicates a hybrid structure. Permissionless access, no centralized gatekeeping. Some institutional features suggest gatekeeping / hybrid elements. Okay, so there's some key questions here that we can talk about later, but honoring your time here. On conclusion, while Definitive shows strong evidence of DeFi style model, non-custody on-chain trades, multi-chain, it is not a textbook purely permissionless DEX. It appears to be a hybrid, combining the DeFi smart contracts with institutional order book features and possibly off-chain elements. Viewer takeaway here: the buyer user beware. Non-custodial is good for asset control, but hybrid elements means centralized points of failure or control may still exist. Full disclosure, that's why I want to show this. Highlighting the independence of custody, even if some execution is off-chain, your assets still be under your keys. So risk is lower than full custody, but you still need to understand how the execution path works. I want to be fully transparent, showing you this information right now. If you click my affiliate link here, this is the secure path to go to this Definitive Exchange. Now, again, we want to have multiple exchanges on our thing. I've got 4 of them. Okay, I spread my money out pretty evenly on the 4 of them, and I like how Definitive mirrors TradingView. There's some great features on the charting for the different charts with different indicators. I really like that. And you are in control of your keys. So far, what I've seen. Now, there are examples, like I was just showing, that to where the keys could be put into a liquidity pool, but that just makes a more successful exchange when it's time to buy or sell, in my opinion. So sometimes it's good to have the best of both worlds in certain situations here. So I really like this exchange so far. If I get a hiccup and something happens where I'm trying to do a transaction and it gets goofy, I will let you know. And like always, everybody, Crypto Hop, sharing this information with you that I've learned today. I've done my research. I agree and like the Definitive Exchange. Click that link in the description and check it out. Hey, if you got something out of that video today and you're looking to start a balanced portfolio in the cryptocurrency, go ahead and click that link above there. Thanks for tuning in. Crypto Hop signing off. Peace out. Peace out.